Move across. Like that, see? Easy. Oh, that felt good. Oh, this feels good, you know, man? Right then, let's see if... There we go. Right? Yeah, everything's working, which means now I get to go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection! Yes, in the last episode, we had started on episode 3, Turnabout Legacy. And we were just about to head into the beginning of the investigation. Well, we had kind of started investigating the competition. A bit more about our client, what he does, and his assistant, what she does, and everyone involved. And then we heard about a little Miss Scones. So we were going to go and investigate Miss Scones' room. Now, all the people involved did different things. Now let's see if I can get this right. So, Samson dealt in chocolate. Frost dealt in edible ice sculptures that tasted like stuff. Gusto dealt in air sugar. And Delicious Scone dealt in... Oh, now let's see if I can remember. You dealt in... frosting. And icing. But I can't remember. Also, Detective Bad's back! That's a good thing! So yeah, so we've got quite a few bits to kind of have a little look around. Well, a candy castle. Look, there is some little elves to go with it. Yeah, that's quite cute, actually. The room was laid out, pretty much the same as Tangaras. Tangaros. It's not as cold, though. Well, something. Well, let's see. It looks like there's a temperature control button here, too. Over there, where that orange light is, right? Gotta take a closer look at it when we can. It's like a fairy tale storybook in here. And this whipped cream-covered construction must be the work of Miss Delicious Scone. Where is Miss Scone? Me? Why, I'm just over here, Davy. Why's you? Oh, just look at you lovely boys. Delicious Scone at your service. Some cheeky blighters back in Blighter even called me Miss Delicious. Called a lovely boy at 34. Well, that's unexpected to say the least. Lovely boys? Really? Even Mr. E over here? Oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You are lovely boys. And even with this thalassinus. What the fuck is thalassinus even is? I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep licking my own guts and poisoning everyone. Sorry, not poisoning. I gotta make sure the poison's just right. I'm only joking. I didn't poison anyone. It's just me licking my own wares. Well, I've got to taste what I need to make, haven't I? Got to make sure it's all right. Oh, yes, dear. You, the detective over there. You're lovely boys to me. I'm nobody's lovely boy, lady. Name's Bad. Bad! I wonder just how old she is. I'll just finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Attorney. Yes, alright. Whoa! I know that objection! What is the meaning of this? Chit-chatting with the defense. Mr. Edger, some scary guy just stepped out of the castle. Von Karma? What? He's man for Von Karma? Sorry, mannequins. The notorious prosecutor, Mr. Von Karma himself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth. Not only at all. I couldn't care less what your name is. Your job is to lose to me and disappear, never to show your sniveling face again. What a thoroughly rude individual. Children of home, remember, don't be rude to your parents or anyone for that matter. Always show to everyone with kindness. That is today's PSA. Thank you for watching. Good night. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. You're even scarier than they say. And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, Eddie. But we were hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries. Why would I wish to extend you such courtesy? Why? Your shoulder shouldn't hurt yet!
But apparently it fucking does, because he knows what's about to happen to him in like 20 years' time. Well, 15.
You gotta remember, right? In this current age, Von Karma hasn't had a guilty verdict in 25 years. When his case comes along, he hasn't had a guilty verdict in 40 years. Which means it's 15 years in the future that he finally gets a guilty verdict, right?
Your shoulder shouldn't hurt.
And you also got to think that Gregory Edgeworth is still alive at this point. Or like the whole reason that Von Karma's shoulder hurts is because he got shot when Gregory died. I don't think I need to say anything else, really, do I? But again, why make a brand new sprite for like a couple of scenes, I suppose. Anyway, this clearly isn't going to be easy. As long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it. Well, the one thing I never actually did in the last game is I never inspected everything. It is, I think I did this. I'm gonna just go over it. In his body was found in Samson Tangara's room inside a chocolate treasure chest. The lid was closed up until the ship collapsed. All of the treasure chest was covered in blood, this missing. Every other item in the room is also missing a piece of itself. The cause of death appears to have been blood loss following blood-forged trauma. And then picture there. Now, I'm going to assume I can't inspect the seal. I can inspect this, however. Yes, what a gorgeous design. Really? It seems a bit out there to me. Like, how do you even get your tea in there? Art isn't about function, I think. It's about form. Guess I'll have to take your word for it, Mr. E. This art stuff is way beyond me. Ah, hi. Look, there's something stamped on the bottom. It says P.H. I suppose that must be Paul Halleck's. Pardon me, Paul Halleck's remark. Those are his initials, after all. As Mal says she's a big fan of his work. His initials, huh? If I made it, it would say E.F. Well, that's right. Mine would be G.E. Tell me, kids, what would your initials be? Take your first letter of your first name and the first letter of your last name, and those are your initials. What are you doing, Gregory? Who are you talking to? Oh, no, it's fine. Ding! In all my adventures in time and space, I have to tell you, there's always a twist at the end. Is that everything? Seems like it. That's fine. Alright. So Eddie Fender, 18, a student working part-time in the offices of Goes 13, attorney. Simpson Tangara, Tangara, 39, my client and the man said to be the greatest invention of his generation. Auntie Frost, 38, murder victim found dead inside Simpson Tangara's chocolate work. Be bound art assistant to Simpson Tangara. He's found the work of sculptor Paul Halik, 616, Jesus Christ. Taro Bad, 42, detective assigned to this case, man a few words. Understandable. Carmelo Gusto, 36, a candy crafting confectioner who's taking part in the contest. I don't know why, I love doing Gusto's voice. Sorry. A confectioner of indeterminate age. I don't know why that's so funny. It's just like, she could be 21, she could be 57. Who knows? Anyway, back home in the UK, they call her Miss Delicious. She is, she's from the UK. Oh yes, dearie. I don't know what I was thinking. That is a perfect voice for me then, isn't it? Oh yes. It's a bit like Alan Carr, oh yes, but a bit more feminine than Alan Carr. Oh yes. Oh hello, how's it going everyone? So long as your inquiries are limited in this room, I suppose I'll allow it then, eh? Why the sudden change of heart? You, the tall fellow. Name's bad. Is that so hard to remember? That's correct. The heart of a lowly detective do what concern. I do admire your spirit. Bad? See to it that these worms don't step out of line. Why do I have to? I am not offering you a choice, detective. Pardon me. I need to go with it. Good lord. Pardon me, I do apologize. I need to go and look over Gusto's room. Good day. Okay, I'm gone again! Ah! Shame my daughter isn't around so we can compare accents again, but you know. Oh, father, everyone loves it when Ben does my accent. In fact, everyone loves it when Ben does the German accent, whether it's me or the other prosecutors that I've never heard of nor never met. Apparently he's friends with some Apollo Justice. I don't know who he is. All I know is this Apollo Justice man. And even then, it's, you know, I kind of heard it through the grapes of vine. Anyway, everyone loves me, but I'm like often like yarp as a minute, so fuck you. Great. More babysitting. Why are Detective Bad and Mr. Montgomery investigating together? To me, that doesn't make any sense. But there we go. I guess that's more for me to, what's the word? Ah, yes. Exploit the detective. Devilish exciting of you, good angry. Sorry, no, I'm supposed to be the good guy in this situation. Even then, they don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them. Well, anyone who meets Montgomery knows that there's bad blood somewhere along the line. Even I don't know well enough to know that there's bad blood, yet there seems to be bad blood between us two. There seems to be bad blood between him and Fender, and they just bloody met. Well, what can I say? It's all out in the open now. Well, looks like we have permission to investigate. Guess we better get to it. Indeed. I'm not sure I trust Mr. Montgomery's motives, but at least we can do that much. Hold up, I haven't been over this room yet either. You're not messing up before you give me a chance. You have to wait till I'm done. Well, either you're a lead detective. How come you didn't take a look at this room yet? Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of my colleague's pets was on the down for pets. Like dark. Was it missile? Oh, please tell me it's missile. Up till just now. I got here not long before you did. Well, that answers my question as to why they're working separately, I suppose. What say we look over the room together, Detective? It worked out well enough before. Then you won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye out on us as we go. What kind of screwball attorney asks to have a detective breathing down his neck? Guess I'm stuck with you for a little while longer. Yes! You're amazing, Mr. E! You have our thanks, Detective Bad. Don't be too grateful. This is my scene. The second you get in my way, you're out of here. Of course, we understand. Now, shall we begin? Get out of my way, Fender! The 4 adorable elves in the sweetest little castle made of sweets. So that's the theme behind Miss SCONES creations, huh? Unlucky for her, things aren't quite as sweet around here as she's trying to make out. Why don't I know it? Right, Jesus Christ. What are those? Right. Miss Scone, have you been putting chemicals in your sweet? Ooh, there's a ladder. What's the matter? Something weird about the ladder? Not a ladder, Detective Bad, it's a step ladder. No, that's a ladder. Same difference. Far from it, actually. No one of you to observe their basic natures more closely. Amazing, Mr. E! To remember this for future reference. Hey! I got an achievement! There's always an achievement in Ace Attorney about ladders and step ladders. Always. It's quite funny, actually. These must be the various tools Miss Scone used to build her castle. Buckets filled with cream, trowels, brush. Is she a Petitia? Is she a Petitia or a plaster? Don't you go making jokes at my expense, you cheeky young devil. I don't just slap stuff on walls like a silly old plasterer. I have to spread the cream out lovely and smooth and work out all the rough patches. That's literally exactly what a plasterer does. Okay. Bow wow. Thalassinus. Thalacinus.
What is she do? What?
Is that like a real thing, or is this just a thing for the game? Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. Making me a smart man. Thalassinus is a genus of extinct carnivorous marsupials in the family Thalassinidae. The only recent member in the thalassine, commonly also known as Tasmanian tiger or Tasmanian wolf. The last known Tasmanian tiger was in Beaumaris Zoo in Tasmania, eventually dying in 1936. I can't lie. Wait. Hang on. What? Is Ace Attorney like FNAF or something? So, last known Tasmanian tiger was eventually dying in 1936. Now, unless people actually know what the hell that is, which I can't lie, outside of Australia, I highly doubt you do. Ace Attorney might take place in the early 1900s. Or at least this takes place in the early 1900s, right? Let's take the latest it can be, and let's say this takes place in 1936. Add an extra 18 years, because that's when they came, Miles Edgeworth, an old offender, came into the place. That's 1954. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they had the sort of technology that Ace Attorney is presenting to us in 1954. I mean, Ace Attorney investigations making me a smarter man, but what the fuck? Yeah. Theory for you all. What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less chill than you were a minute ago. Is it Mr. Von Karma? Did something happen between you two? Why, yes! Well, nothing happened at all. I mean, you just said yes. Well, that was a hello, yes, you silly boy. Aren't you just the sweetest little sugar dumpling? Remind me, what was your name again? Oh, Eddie. Eddie Lumpkin? No, you'll get far, dearie, I can tell. Eddie Lumpkin? What? It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. No small accomplishment. She's not exactly what I picked you anything of a gentlewoman, Mr. E. Never mind that now. We should ask her a few questions while we can. Could you tell us a bit about what you did over the course of the contest? Of course, dearie. Well, let's see him. Yes, I'm getting all my saliva and everything in this bowl of sweet, delicious butter. I don't care, it's just so delicious. Of course, dearie, now let's see. It all started about 10 in the morning. Well, that's when we set to work. Well, I spent most of the time here in my room getting everything ready, as you'd expect. Oh, and then there was a lovely afternoon tea for an hour or so, from around 1 or so, I think. Afternoon tea? It's an English tradition. A chance to drink tea, or a snack and make small talk. Oh, so kind of like recess. I suppose you could say that. Oh, you really know your onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? What do you say to that? What do you say to Greggy fucking Pegleg? Oh! But then again, when did I become Greggy? Then again, I kind of like it. I never know how I feel in these situations. Neither the character nor the poor person playing the game. And where was this afternoon tea served? Oh, in the garden, of course. Well, there's such a lovely little one just outside. It doing the same every hour, same hour every page during the contest. They are a nice little spread, you know? But today, only me, Samson, Silly Pants, and Moody Judy were there for it. Sammy... Jesus Christ. Stop making nicknames! Sammy Poople...
I am so done.
I'm done! Sammy Poople! What is this? Ah! Who is that? What is this, Samson? No, I'd only finished spectation, so he was there the whole time. The poor little... poor old Chili Wings and Gus... I can't do this anymore. I can't. Oh my god. It's the fact that we're doing this in this voice, right? But poor old Chili Wings and Gusty Pants had to miss out because they hadn't finished yet. Bless them. Like Chili Wings and Gusty Pants. Wait, what? No. Okay. You're saying everybody except Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto are present. Well, that's right there. To tell you the truth, I hadn't finished yet either. But I wasn't about to miss out on tea and cake served by our two TV superstars. I went right back to work when I finished that, doodled off while the others were still nattering away. And at any point during the contest, did you finish any of the other competitors' rooms? Oh, no dear, don't be so...
Oh, she don't like that. Uh-oh.
That's strange, because your fingerprints were found in Mr. Tangara's room. What? Got red-handed!
Wait, so you admit you were there?
Oh, well, I can hardly deny it now, can I? I didn't kill anybody, I swear! I suppose I better tell you what really happened. Just promise you'll believe me, won't you, do ya?
What exactly were you doing, Mr. Tangara's room?
Well, I suppose you'd call it research.
Research?
Sammy Poople's a dab hand when it comes to the old sweet making. Everybody knows that. So when I noticed there was no one in there, I just did a very quick bit of research, like I say.
What kind of research? These fingerprints?
Yes, no, well, it stands to reason I'd leave fingerprints, doesn't it? After all, it's hardly research if you don't have a little nibble now, is it?
Oh, I feel like right now that scene in Romeo and Juliet where it's like, he's just sort of blue.
Blue. Ah! It like...
You took a nibble. Out of different bits, you took the flame from the candelabra, you took a handle slash arm slash whatever you call it from the wheel. Did you break the stand? I swear to God, if you broke the fucking stand.
Did I kill people on accident? Yes, you did. What, you ate little pieces of them?
So, the traces of tampering in Mr. Tangara's room, Tangara's room, that was all you.
I'm ever so sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I? I didn't want poor Sammy people getting upset, so it was just teeniest bits and pieces. The stand holding up the ship. Took a bite of that out of that too, I suppose. Oh yes, dear, of course I did. Jesus Christ. You brought the whole thing crashing down. I'm sorry, my lovely. Truly, I am. Hold on, is that why you left the afternoon tea early? You were heading up for a sane helping in sweets? Look, just please believe me. I never killed anybody, I promise. Her actions were certainly suspicious. But that's about all we can say for now. There's a blowtorch here and some chemicals. There's a blowtorch and some chemicals here. I guess it's all for cooking with. I wonder what these chemicals are. Let's take a look at the labels. Mango down 911. First one I read is mango down, as in the fruit. Then I write homicyanide 247. Then I reread the first one and it's man go down. So the man, he goes down. Wait, they're all poisons? No, sir, they're common colorings and flavorings used in candies and desserts. The first is concentrated mango, but I was right. It's clever how I look at words differently. Asking for trouble with a name like that. See, now I'm curious as to what homicyanide might be. Also, logic. What? How? Because Miss Scone decided to eat parts of the ship crashed, causing the blunt force trauma. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. No. Thank you. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. If you turn around, you'll eat it. You can't eat the castle. Don't eat the castle. I guess he's watching his sugar intake. There's a small door on the wall here, just like Mr. Tangaro's. It's the Tangaro's room. Here, I'll open it. Temperature 68 degrees. Light set to green. Didn't Gusto see cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees? Temperature in here is too high. Now that is odd. I wonder why. That was it. Not frosting. It was cream! It was close enough though. Frosting, cream, it's all the same thing. It's a cute little elf made of candy. And it's sitting on a little tree stump. Oh, the whipped cream decorations around it are beginning to lose their shape. But the elf seems completely fine. Strange. Oh my... Thank you. And a thick, sweet scent of delicious whipped creaminess in the air. It's like a fairy tale, but in real life. And yet there he was, standing in the middle of it all, with an evil look on his face. His whole experience is voice of a scary old creep. I'm no idea you can't call people names like that. It's rude. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll try to be more careful. Just, he reminds me of this teacher I once had who's always, like, super angry with me. A stern, tall school teacher, huh? Now that he mentions as if Miss Von Carmen does have the look of one. But I shudder to think what it'd be like for miles to study under him. Well, about that. Ow. It's an incredible piece of work. I can't believe this whole castle is made of sugar and cream. I know, right? It's like we're inside a magical medieval story or something. I didn't know you were into such fantastical things. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get so carried away there. Oh, no need to apologize. I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son was animated as you. In fact, he will be, very, very soon. What am I saying? He's a robot. He'll never be animated. He just goes beep boop every single time. Walks a bit weird as well, but there we go. You have a son, Mr. Reed? I do. He's still in elementary school, and yet he'd rather read a statute book than a fairy tale. I can't help but worry that his interests will make it hard for him to make friends. Don't say that, he seems super interesting. He'll make tons of friends, me included, sure. I'd like to think you'd be more of a big brother to him than a friend, Eddie, but then again, I don't think I want him being around someone who eats paper. Anyway. You brother, huh? Here's all I have to grow up to do, so I have some growing up to do. I better take this more seriously. Indeed. And with that in mind, shall we continue our investigation? I will scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The doors of the castle have been left wide open. Yeah, that was the guy born in a barn. You'd have at least closed them behind him. I'd like to see you say that to Miss Von Thomas' face. Wait. There's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's see. Hold it, kid. Everybody's gonna be having weapons. Help me. Cream's going all runny. It's all over the detective's shoes. Why are all these items being stored inside of a candy castle? Alright, tell me what you want me to look at first. Before you do this. The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature is too high. It's 68 degrees. My messed up chute can vouch for that. And yet... when you open the doors to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine. Yeah, they were sturdier than expected. Sturdy? It's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionaries. Maybe better take another look at those handles, don't you? What the? I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy. Not just the handles, the whole castle. Little elves. They're just plastic models with whipped cream smeared on top. What? So none of this is confectionery art after all? Oh, it's made to look like candy. The cream having been added to lend it all an air with all air of authenticity. Miss Scones, how dare you? Too big rock crystals. Somebody was using the castle for storage. Can't I expect something a little more exciting behind those doors? Oh, I know. Maybe they're just giant uncut gemstones. Maybe this whole thing is based on a story about a castle with a priceless treasure hidden inside. I think I'd treat my priceless treasures with a little more care. There's something on the bottom of it. It's like a little stand or something. I was right! They are gemstones. The stands must be so they can be put on display. Well, whatever they are, it seems they're not just a large set of paperweights. There's a bunch of blue cloth back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls altogether. Well, they certainly aren't made of candy. No idea what this stuff is for. Almost looks like somebody hid it in here. And I think I've seen fabric in the same color somewhere else before. Huh? These pillars. They have hexagonal indentations. Looks like something's supposed to go in there. Well, whatever they were, they're long gone. Hexagonal indentations, huh? I wonder. Castle's covered in whipped cream, so maybe a giant strawberry. Giant strawberry with a hexagonal bottom? Look, I like strawberries, okay? Can't blame the guy for wishing. I prefer bananas myself. Blueberries for me. The rock crystal stands, and the pillars in front of the castle feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars. Oh yeah, the hexagon. I mean, it makes perfect sense. But if that's the case, then why were they being hidden inside the castle? The rolls of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine they both must belong to Miss Scone. Miss Scone, what were you using the items inside the castle for?
Oh, those? Sorry, Lumpkin, but I'm not allowed to say.
Let me guess.
Dick, how did you know? The reason I was meant to tell you where are my guts and garters.
Wait. Once again, it's got incredibly cold here in the UK. It seems the prosecution really has no intention of sharing anything with the defense. Man, I thought you were onto something with those giant rock crystals, but...
What's that, dearie? You're interested in my little trinkets?
Your trinkets?
Yes, my sweet. I use them to make people all lovely and relaxed.
You use rock crystals and cloths to do that.
I do! It's wonderful, you should see it! They're not just any old rock crystals either. They're great big lumps of salt with lights inside them.
Wow, those things are lamps!
Oh, that's not even the half of it. Those cloths hold an even more exciting secret.
She really opened up the moment she started talking about her trinkets.
I think to hear, why don't I give you lovely boys a taste of my relaxation magic? Oh, Baddy Bumpkin, can you get it all out and set it up for me?
The name is Bad.
Is that no? Why are you being so selfish, Baddy Bumpkin?
You finished taking photos of this room yet?
Yes, sir, we have, sir.
Then help Miss Scone here with something, will you?
Yes, sir, right away, sir. Oh, you're a sweetie at heart, aren't you, Baddy B?
That's amazing, Miss Scone. You get him to do exactly what you wanted. Well, that's some talent.
Thank you ever so much, Buddykins. And you, Officer Lovely.
She's even given nicknames to the forensics guys. She's even given names to the forensics guys now. I guess it's her way of showing that she cares. How do you care for people, Fender?
Oh, I don't care for anybody. I didn't think of myself.
Yes, I thought as much. Remember, always tell people that you care about them.
No!
Well, that fucking failed. So what about this is supposed to be relaxing, exactly?
Oh, don't be a big sourpuss, Buddy B. The fun's only just beginning. Officer Lovely, you can switch it on now.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough.
Huh? Wow, it's beautiful.
It is. Oh, I wish my son were here to see it.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it just wonderful? The 4 adorable elves in the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my theme, you see. And I thought it'd be extra lovely if it was all lit up. The nicest thing you've ever seen.
Oh dear. One of the elves must be feeling a little left out.
This is how it's supposed to look for the contest. I'm glad you lovely boys got to see it at least.
Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too?
Oh, what's happened there then, I wonder?
I think we'd better take a look at the lamps and the elves one more time.
Whoa! Whoa! Hi! How
I'm a shouty man now! Jesus Christ, I must scour the sea and inspect everything that catches my attention. The lamps appear to be broken. Bulbs are smashed. Both of them. Maybe they fell and broke off. Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? Look, there's a red stain on one of them on the left. That's not just a stain. That's... Yep, it's blood, alright. I can smell it. What? Blood? Why is there blood on this lamp? It has something to do with it. Why its bulb is broken. You better take a closer look at the other one, too. We know that the victim was struck and killed with something blunt. We found blood on one of the lamps, which has a smashed bulb inside. Could the lamp not have been the murder weapon? For sure, it can definitely do enough damage to kill someone. You, science guy, did you finish analyzing the blood from the lamp yet? Yes, sir, it just got done a minute ago, sir. The blood is the victim's, no doubt about it. There you have it. So the murder weapon was hidden in Scone's room, and we may need to add her to our list of suspects. Was worth a try. My shoes are already covered in cream. I won't get any closer unless you want the same thing to happen to you. You see what's behind those doors? There's really no need to look again. I wonder... Eureka! I was thinking because it's fake, is it just part of the decoration slash stand? But oh well, $2 a pop. Well, that's a bit steep. Anyway, is it just me or is there something in the evidence that these decorations go against? Then why were they stashed inside the castle? Maybe because they're broken. Except there's plenty of other places she could have put them. The best place to hide some salt is in some sugar. Isn't that how it goes? Or perhaps the best place to hide a tree is in the forest. Anyway, if her intention was to put these salt lamps in her fire on display, that fixes evidence of evidence in her possession. I pointed out by making a deduction. Really? Eureka! No? Eureka! It is the rules. I had a feeling it was, I just wasn't sure which one to point out, but there we go. Confectionery items may not be used as decoration. That means the sword lamps and luminous cloths would both be against the rules. Is that why they were stashed away inside the castle? I think we need to dig a little further into this with Mrs. Kerr before we can say for sure. Yeah.
Gregory, get in my belly.
Get in my belly! Hello, nice to see you back. Hello, hello, hello. The doors look nicely decorated now thanks to the beautiful cloth around it. A cloth which we found inside the castle. Oh, a welcoming doorway makes a wonder welcoming home. That's just common sense for us detectives.
Wrong game, I thought it's FNAF.
Don't even get me started. I was literally talking about FNAF earlier, funnily enough. It's really weird you say that because I was talking about FNAF earlier. Says the man who just trembled all over the castle's entranceway. Oh, but I'll hold my tongue for now. Yourself doesn't have an illuminated cloth over it like the others. It's not fair to leave the poor guy out, Miss Scone.
Before the stream end, yay.
What? 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 Well, I didn't want to, did I, dear? I didn't want to, did I, dear? But all my cloths and one of my little machines went missing. Cloth and what sort of machine exactly? Oh, you'll never guess how it all works. Those luminous cloths are connected to one of these thingamajigs. They're called, full spectrum light emitting devices. They send light down the main cable and...
the usual time you end the stream.
Ah, well, you never know. You never know. Send light down to the main cable and into the optical fibre stand. That's what makes the cloth glow. Sometimes they do an hour. Yesterday did about an hour and a half. So, it all just depends, really. With a little bit of fiddling, you can change the light to any colour in the whole wide world. Bright red like ferocious fiery flames. Cold blue like clinking crystals as ice. Now these special batteries that last for donkey's years. They don't mind the cold at all. Forgive me. Those machines, they're what makes the special luminous glass light up in all these beautiful colours, Mr. B. I see. Oh, so much new technology. She does. She loves eating the cream. Take that with a pinch of salt. So much new technology, I can barely keep up. So these light-emitting devices, you lost one, and a piece of luminous cloth. That's right, Lambkin. Heaven only knows where they could have got to. This cloth could have something to do with the case. Oh, look at that. Don't you have the loveliest toys, Greggy Peg? I can't get over Greggy. That colour? Oh no, that won't do. Hey, let me put a lovely splodge of cream. Please stop that. Oh, you've got quite the eye, haven't you, dearie? You'd be amazed at how it works. Actually, never mind. Can't go away giving my secrets now, can I? Well, that's strange. What just happened? Miss Moncalm and bully her into staying silent about what she knows. I'm confused now, then. Well, look at all these buttons. I believe they're changing the colour of the light by pressing one ID. There. Now the cloth is all lit up. It's so pretty no matter how many times they see it. The cloth is now glowing with pale blue hue thanks to the light-emitting device. Didn't Miss Scone say one of the cloths said its machines are missing? Who do you think could have taken them? I have no idea, but I suspect it might have something to do with our case. Nope. All I have is an itchy ear. Only if my headphones fall off. Goodness me. So the lamps both have these hexagonal stands on the bottom, right? Yes, I imagine the indentations of the pillars were made to accommodate them. boys, they fit like a glove. This lamp isn't working. No, unfortunately, it appears to be broken. Would have been nice to see it all lit up just once. Miss Scone said it's good for relaxation, right? And use some of that. Perhaps I'll get one for the office. Is that all?
Did you know that if you ask Christians on 1 point, for example 5 people, you get 6 answer?
Valid. Well, not valid, but you know. Ooh! It's a cute little elf made of candy, and it's sitting on a little tree stump. The puppy above it and the other decorations around it really add to the dreamlike atmosphere. Instead, the two of them really might get swept up in the fantasy themselves. Yeah, well, our job is to stay right here in reality and get to the bottom of this. Nobody's getting swept up in any flights of fancy on my watch. So, what do you want to do? It was laid out saves to gardens. Take roads. Does anything else strike you as strange? No, it's inside the castle. It's looking around in there. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. How about Miss Girl? She seems suspicious to you? She's hiding something. I bet my badge on it. Call it Detective's Intuition. Detective's Intuition, huh? Well, I have to say, I don't disagree. It's not right here.
Then everyone has their own interpretation and you it becomes 6.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's so... Hang on a minute. There you go. It's so... Not vague. That's not the right way of putting it. It's so... kind of laid out. That you can have your own interpretation. You know? I think we better hear Miss Scone's side of the story. Oh, we know we should probably take a look at a few things. Agreed. Luminous cloth, the owls, and lamps. All three might merit a simple glance. Why were they in the castle? More to the point, why were they hidden inside the castle? But it sticks. It's not all this cream is going down. It's Scone. We should look over the scene again, see if we can uncover anything.
And also they believe more to other people and discard their profit. Jesus.
I mean, I can't really say yay or nay, you know. Thing is, what the Christians believe is what the Christians believe. I'm not gonna, you know, trample on their beliefs, whatever it may be.
Also, did you know most of Christian doesn't Jesus name?
What do you mean?
There is no J in Hebrew or Aramaic.
Counter argument, he was probably called Jesus back in the day, and then as the English language has progressed, the sound that, you know, it looks like a J in more modern English. So the sound has become a J sound. So it's probably Jesus and kind of turned into Joshua. Huh. Fair enough. You never know. Did I do that?
It's nowhere near that sound.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. I'm struggling because I don't know where to go. That's
This is case 4, right?
case 3. This is case 3. Unless... Oh, am I missing something from the logic? Oh, I'm missing something from logic. That's what I was missing. So not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. I actually forgot I had another piece of logic. It's because I was like, I tried it once and I was like, no, you're wrong. And I forgot we added another piece of logic. I completely forgot about that. Miss Cone made a mockery of the rules. Yeah, guess she's not going to get crowned world's greatest now. Why is it so warm in here? Do you think she's got something to do with all this? That's a good question. We better go ask Miss Cone herself. Miss Cone, why is the temperature of your room set to 68 degrees?
Because I hate the cold, don't I, dearie? Besides, being chilly's no good for a girl. I want to keep my fresh-faced complexion. I've got to be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know?
How old is she really, though? That's what I like to know. It's not polite to speculate on a person's age, Eddie. Though I do suspect she's about 43. But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. Whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees or it starts to deflate.
Is that so, dearie? Well, silly me, eh? I've only got a maid of whoopsie.
Wait, you really didn't know that? World-class confection. World-class confection, my foot. Not only did she... What do you mean, West New? What do you mean? Not only did she break the rules by using fake candy, she's ignorant.
By 30%.
Ah, shit. Actually, that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me. She's ignorant of basic things about her supposed craft. Miss Cone grows more mysterious by the minute.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
The fire is out, it took all building.
Oh, shit. Ooh. So all the so-called confectionery in this room is fake. Woman's a crook and a phony. There's something I still don't understand though. This is a high-profile international contest. Why employ methods that are so obviously going to be found out? Maybe she's foolishly thought she could get away with it. I'm starting to see what she's trying to do. I have the pieces in my head, I just need to put them together. Miss Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is created, and she says that she's stuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Hardly the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for a major prize. Yeah, not how I picture a top pro acting. Does she maybe just lack a little confidence, or is she not actually a confectioner at all? Perhaps she's had another agenda altogether. After all, we only have her word for it that she went into that room to do some research. Wait, you mean...
Blue and white star flag strike Yemen Airport Commercial Airport.
Of course. Maybe she went in there to commit murder. There's no way of saying so for certain just yet. But she is hiding something, that much I am certain of. Hey, I get my health back. That's enough investigating for now, don't you think? Yes, we've certainly found plenty of interest. Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Karma would have surely found the murder weapon when he searched this room. And yet, he didn't arrest Miss Scone.
Can start any time after all.
Well, yes, that's very true. Well, let's hope not, but... There we go. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to. Can I just say, though, and this has always been interesting, I'd love to think that this is the exact conversation other people have had with their sons and daughters and families and friends. That if said thing happens, obviously I don't want to say it because, bad, but if said thing happens, then said thing will be talked about in history lessons for years, such as the first and the second. We will be part of history. Detective Bad, I have a few things I'd like to ask Miss Blancana. Same as a certain virus. Me too. Him and Scone.
How could you, Buddy Bumpkin? Stop staring at me like that.
It appears Detective Bad is just as suspicious of Mr. Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us?
Of course, dear. Where are we off to?
To find Mr. Von Karma. Ah, talk of the devil. Mr. Von Karma, we'd like to speak with you if that's alright. Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon. We did. It was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangaroa should no longer be the only person interested. Ah, nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found, Tangaroa is guilty. And as long as this is my case, guilty he shall remain. How can you be so sure that Mr. Tangaroa's guilt? You have your explanation, I assume? For why the murder weapon was in Miss Cone's room? Of course I do. I'll be delighted to share it with you. Okay.
Well, the holler historically exaggerated. After a lot of research, the dead is less, so much less that it say.
Really? Interesting. To be fair, I would like to go to that place. I mean, I've always said, because I studied GCSE history, I learnt about that, and I would love to go to Auschwitz. I mean, I've seen people go to it. Quite a few of my friends have gone to it as well, and they did school trips to it. And it is just steeped in history. And, so many people say that you can just imagine and feel the kind of tension and the sadness. And oh my god, I mean, that would be such an experience. Really would be. Really would be. Tangaroa killed Frost with one of the SCONES tall lamps in order to frame her from murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon considerably less so. Which is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene pointed to a particular suspect.
If not really.
I don't know. Yeah. So, it is your assertion that Mr. Tangaroa took the salt lamp back to Miss Scone's room? It is indeed, but it is more than an assertion. It is a fact based on my own investigation. You mean you have proof that he did so? I don't need any such thing. If you have a bottle, I'd be happy to hear it. But I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic. Tangaroa killed Frost with one of Scone's salt lamps.
My friend go there with a friend. That doesn't know history at all. He say is a cool building.
Oh yeah, probably are cool buildings. But again, I said so many people I know said it's steeped in like history, and yeah. So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Cone's room back to his own. Indeed, he repaired it before, knowing that it would be a perfect weapon with which to kill Frost. But we found the lamp in Miss Cone's room. Surely this cast Miss Cone herself in a suspicious light. Perhaps if you would let me finish. Now, as I was saying... Hold it! You're talking about the lamp made of rock salt that was hidden inside the Candy Castle, correct? Precisely. I was the one who found it, so be grateful it's thanks to me that you even have such a vital piece of evidence. What made you go inside the castle in the first place, if you don't mind me
Well, it's
asking?
West history. Indonesia history is just 3.5 decades of oppression.
Everywhere's steeped in history, when you look at it. I mean, yes, we, as England, as Britain, don't have as much oppression. We have little bits here and there, but But our history primarily is the British Empire. Primarily. I mean, massive. You know what I mean? So, Objection! Fool, do you think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because detectives are an incompetent lot, so I investigated myself. Well, I had nothing to do with the initial investigation. That's right. Detective Bad wasn't a part of this investigation until very recently. You want my trust, detective? You'll have to earn it. First, I need to stop wasting my time. Now, if you'll allow me to continue. After all, it be found near the victim's body. Yes, I know. Hold it! But he came under suspicion anyway due to a body being in his room. So why would you like to hear a favorite expression
years
of
of
mine?
tour ought you've with it take good chunk of population.
I'm not denying that. This is what I mean, though. I'm not denying that fact. I'm just saying that everyone's steeped in history. Some better, some worse. Some doing the ruling, some being the ones ruled over. each and every country has is steeped in history. Steeped. Even a dog can hold still and stay. Now let me finish. If only I could say the same to you.
Hold it!
So you think he hit the body in the chest but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene? Yes, he foolishly believed his own creation to be the permanent hiding place.
I'm sorry, I just had to help myself.
I think you mean you couldn't help yourself, no? She doesn't seem very sorry to me. In any case, the weapon was taken away while the body remained at the scene of the crime.
Hold it!
Hold it! But if there's no proof, how can you say for certain that Mr. Tangaroa is the incident? Is that the best you can do at pressing me? Listen here, the presence of the body in Tangaroa's room is, in of itself, proof enough of his guilt.
Objection!
And you didn't find evidence pointing to any of the possible suspects? Perhaps you should take another look! You might... You really don't give up, do you? There's no need to take another look. Tangaroa is guilty. End of story! If you insist on asserting otherwise, then show me some proof to back up your ridiculous claims. I have to think back to the scene of the crime. If Mr. Tangaroa really isn't guilty, there must be something that points to somebody else. As Mr. O'Connor and David Stevens won't have much effect on him. I only hope to find a piece of evidence that contradicts his claims.
Did you know that there is a tragedy that be made into movies? It's pretty good history and accurate.
Oh? What is that?
G30's key.
I don't know that one.
Objection!
I'm gonna be completely honest. Is this all I can expect from you? How did you even earn your badge in the first place? Oh, jeez. And yet here I stand proudly as a lawyer. Is that the kind of feeble-minded response I expected? Pathetic. I'm lower than dirt. Oh!
Objection!
I genuinely didn't realise that until now. It's true that a murder weapon and the blood-stained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime, but something else remained. It does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will.
Well, it's Indonesian movie 30th of September by Communist Party of Indonesia.
Oh? Interesting. The cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in Miss Scone's room?
What's that, dearie? One of my lovely colourful cloths. Is it a crime, you say?
Luminous cloths? Nonsense, I see no light to speak of. I guess he doesn't know how it works. It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices, and the difference soon becomes apparent. Yeah. Look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that. But the fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. We have to show why it's important. All the rolls of cloths from Miss Scone's room are missing. And if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material as the monk armor? The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scone. And seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you have to admit that it's suspicious. And Mr. Von Karl, then it's time to accept that a number of factors point to Miss Scone as a person of interest.
Hey! Craggy Patty! Peg leg, how
Just
could
three.
you? You're accusing me of all people.
I'm not accusing you of anything just yet, but I do think you're hiding something.
Well, that's not. No, what? No.
Just to clarify, your assertion is both the murder weapon and the cloth were in Miss Scone's room prior to the murder. Exactly. Is something funny? Only that you've walked so carelessly into my trap. Oh dear. Neither the cloth nor the murder weapon were in fact in harm. So sorry to have to break it to you. What does he mean? Tangaroa spotted them before the contest began, noted that lamps and cloths contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own for safekeeping. What? What? Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost, as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did of the only key. And as you now know, he was also in possession of the lamp used to commit the murder. So you see, I have had everything I need to get Tangaroa convicted all along. Well, how does it feel to have lost to me before even setting foot in the courtroom?
G30S/PKI is an abbreviation in Indonesian that stands for Jurukan 30th of September Partai Komunis Indonesia, which translates to September the 30th.
September the 30th? I feel like there's more to that.
This
But it didn't
event
say it.
refers to a failed coup attempt in Indonesia on the night of September the 30th-October the 1st, 1965, where several Indonesian military
He keeps cutting you off. He doesn't like you, does he? This can't be happening.
Wait, all our hard work was for nothing? Miss Scone, why didn't you tell us your stuff was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa? Ah, oh dear. Mannequin said if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion.
Mr. Montgomery said that.
He wasn't wrong now, was he? You two accused me yourselves just a second ago.
Pathetic. Gosh, Von Karma, you led us to the murder weapon knowing we'd make certain assumptions as a result. One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are 2 and only 2 sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon. 2? Yes, those of delicious Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others were found. Tangaroa used the lamp he had
Basically,
confiscated
it's a
to
movement
murder
of
Frost.
kidnapped military general and family.
Oh. Damn. And was foolish enough to hide it in Scone's room without first
That
removing
killed
his
on that
fingerprints. Damn. At this rate, no one will even need to testify. My perfect evidence will do all the talking for me as I secure his
Also
guilty
the whole
verdict.
battalion.
But wait. What about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room? What about it? He probably meant to return it after disposing of the body. I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying. No more pitiful objections. Then get out of my sight! Close the door behind you!
Mr. E!
I'm not about to just give up. I assume he'd waste more of my time. Escort them off the premises. This investigation is not over yet. Detective Bad? What is the meaning of this? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases
And the dead
half
body
solved.
shoved to one hole called Crocodile Hole.
Oh, damn. Goddamn, chill. There's still one less thing from the crime scene we haven't identified. He's right. There's the evidence of somebody's activities to account for. We can discuss your lingering doubts at our leisure, Detective. But whatever level they might be, there's no business.
Objections!
I beg to differ. As a means of evidence, I'm still not satisfied about either. I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Barrett. What? This is the yet unidentified something.
Crocodile hole because it's so small.
Take that!
I mean, that's valid. What? How is it not that? I don't think Renee didn't.
Take that!
There are finger marks on one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposedly they belong to the murderer. It could certainly explain how the prints didn't end up on the murder weapon. How do you know so much about the crime scene? As I let them look around.
Oh, we know I'm the culprit.
Yeah, you did the murder. You murdered Mr. Frost. You murderer. Wait, does that mean you're a confectioner? Make me something, will you? Yeah? You know, we friends. You can make me a little bit of something, you know what I mean? You let the defense examine a scene bad? You out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to. Inside worm. You would do well to remember this then, Detective. That the results of your next salary review are up to me. Detective Bad's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth. And you do well to remember that the results of your salary review are up to your performance here. A mere attorney uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation. I'm almost impressed. But it's entirely possible that those finger marks belong to Tangaroa. After all, he wore gloves while wearing his creations. But can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there's still something about Mrs. Scone that doesn't add up. Is there? Or are you just simply not prepared to admit defeat?
No, stop it, Reggie. Stop it. Why are you being so mean to your poor old pal Delicia? I owned up to nibbling poor semi-pool sweetie. Semi-poo-pool sweetie, sorry. But what do you want?
I don't want to have to make you a suspect. That much is certain. But you lied to us, and you're still not telling us everything.
Craigie, stop it. Stop bullying me.
I'm sorry, but you didn't even have the temperature whipped cream should be kept at. What kind of professional confectioner doesn't know something about fundamentals that?
Myrrh.
I'm sorry, the joke. I know. Look, I know where you were going. I just had to double down. I really had to double down on the joke. Can't tell whether it's foggy outside, whether it's just dim and glum.
I'm sorry, alright, I'm just a silly little model-headed girl. What more do you want me to say?
I don't think you're model-headed at all. I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place. No, I'm not. I was gonna say don't tempt me with a good time, but I feel like that's stepping the mark a little bit. Enough! I'll thank you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand you present something to back it up. Well, this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless, what proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know the first thing about making desserts?
Take that!
Take that! Every single one of Miss Scone's creations break the rules of the contest. The offending items, the cloths, and the lamps were duly confiscated, as we have established, and the witness did not go and bring them back to her herself. I apologize. But those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room. What? The entire fantastical world.
If you make sauce.
What do you mean
Sauce.
if I make sauce? If I make me? What? Who? What? Who? The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created, every last bit of it, is all just a collection of plastic bottles slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the room. No real-world title contender would ever stoop so low. Is this true, Mad? Yep, saw it with my own eyes. Stepped in it with my own shoes. Did we finally convince him? With her lies exposed like this, surely he can't continue to deny her facts. Miss Scone, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects.
No, dear, I'm no killer.
Butter at the end of cooking to make it creamy and smooth, and without adding more heat, keep stirring.
Exactly. To be fair, I am more of a baker than I am a cook. I am trying to get more into my cooking than I am my baking, but yeah, I love to bake. I did, I made this once, some Nutella, we call it Nutella, Nutella cheesecakes with a meringue top. Oh, it was to die for, it was. Oh, to die for. And why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really, and why were you tampering with our rival's work?
All right. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can, but...
There is Indonesia Master Chef Baker in Australia. It kinda amazing skill.
Ooh, very nice.
One of the best in the world.
I don't really watch MasterChef. I probably should actually, though. See, we have, I mean, I want to say it's like known all over the world, but like not many places actually have it. The Great British Bake Off. I don't know if you've got it. Fair enough if you do. Love the Great British Bake Off. Love that. Yeah. Also, I just want to come back to an actual plot point of a pharmacist. I'm not mad, just disappointed.
A pharmacist?
That channel should be only baking.
Yeah. I can't blame you for being so surprised. This couldn't be further from what we'd imagined. So what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this one?
Well, I just love eating sweeties, if you must know. Some people's sweets are the best, or so they say. I just had to enter. I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final.
Even one karma is lost for words.
That's it. That's the only reason you're here. Yes, dearie, and it was worth it. Some silly pud sweeties, the tastiest treats I ever did eat.
And the finger marks? You were the one wearing the gloves?
No, that wasn't me, dear. I don't even wear gloves.
Remember, Miss Cone's fingerprints were found elsewhere on Mr. Tangaroa's creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves.
Exactly, Lumpkin. Craggy Pegleg's got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman.
Your head filled with cream, too.
It's sorry, mannequins.
Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Miss Cone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled? Ooh.
No, dear. Couldn't help myself. When I finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chillywink's room for a little taste too.
Ah! You're in the victim's room too?
Yes, dear. Nobody was in there, you see.
Quite possibly because the argument was already dead. But I could only stomach one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in my life. Served myself on a tasty star-shaped bit of the salt to cleanse my palate. You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scone? Indeed. What didn't she sample? That's everything, I'll promise. Cracky pegbles, mannequins. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to make a mess of things. As long as you've told us the truth, that's all that matters in the end. Yes, well, I think that's a good place to leave off, because everything does matter in the end. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!